Okay, we've all been there, right? You see someone you'd love to talk to, but your mind just completely freezes up. You start overthinking what to say, the moment slips by, and you're just left kicking yourself. Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down a really simple, practical guide to approaching anyone with genuine, calm confidence. Let's get right into it. And let me be crystal clear right from the start. What you're about to see has nothing to do with cheesy lines or weird tricks. This is all about building real, solid confidence from the inside out. The kind of confidence where you don't even need lines. All right, first up, let's talk about the biggest hurdle, the fear itself. That knot in your stomach, your thoughts racing a million miles an hour. Look, that's a totally universal feeling. The key is to understand why it's happening, and it all starts with what you're telling yourself in your own head. Just look at the difference here. It's night and day, right? The anxious mind is completely focused on itself. It's all about me, me, me. It's like you're on stage and you're terrified of being judged. But the confident mind, it's focused outward. It's about being in the moment and just having one simple goal, making a friendly connection. See, nerves happen when you focus on yourself. Confidence happens when you focus on the moment. So the big question is, how do we actually make that shift? Well, it all starts with a huge change in your mindset. We've got to move away from trying to perform and instead step into a state of simple presence. And that leads us to this really core concept, grounded presence. Now, this isn't about being loud or puffing out your chest or any of that nonsense. It's an internal state. It's that calm, centered, and grounded energy you carry when you aren't looking for anyone else's approval. And trust me, that energy is something people can literally feel. And this right here, this is the mission statement for this whole thing. If you can internalize this one idea, everything changes. Your goal is just to connect, not to convince. The moment you stop trying to win someone over, all that pressure just disappears. For you and for them too. Okay, so we've got the mindset down. Now let's get practical. What do you do in the moment? This is your 3-step approach, and we're going to call it the Calm Confidence Formula. This is so simple, but it is incredibly powerful. First, you just pause. This stops that anxious overthinking spiral before it can even get going. Second, you breathe. A slow exhale through your nose is like a neurological reset button. It literally calms your nervous system down and pulls you out of your head and back into the present moment. And third, you approach. That's it. Just walk over calmly with the exact same relaxed energy you'd use to say hi to a friend. And when you get there, what do you even say? Forget about complicated lines. Something simple and genuine like this works so well. It's respectful and it focuses on their vibe, their presence, not just their looks. It shows you're actually paying attention in a really positive way. So, you've made the approach. Now what? Let's talk about the conversation itself. Remember, the goal is connection, which means keeping things natural, fun, and respectful. Okay, this is a huge one. Compliment their presence, not their body. A comment on their vibe or their energy shows that you're paying attention to who they are as a person. It's going to land so much better than some generic physical compliment that, let's be honest, they've probably heard 1,000 times before. Now, to keep that conversation flowing naturally, just focus on these things. Ask engaging questions that show you're actually curious about them. Act like a friend first. It takes all the pressure off. Keep the conversation positive and light, and this is so important. Know when to exit. Don't overstay your welcome. Leaving the conversation on a high note shows incredible confidence. All right, let's talk about it. The thing everyone fears the most, rejection. We have to completely reframe how we see this. It is not personal damage. It is just data. That's it. You really have to let this sink in. A no does not mean you're not attractive or confident or worthy. Almost always, it just means they're busy or they're in a relationship or they're just not in the right headspace at that exact moment. It's about their circumstances, not about your value. So, to make rejection totally powerless, you got to adopt this mindset. Number 1, you don't need a specific outcome from this. Number 2, you're just practicing. You're not performing for some grade. And number 3, and this is a big one, remember that rejection is actually a good thing. It's a filter that protects you from wasting your time and energy on the wrong person. And if you do get a no, this is the most confident and mature way you can possibly respond. A simple, no worries, have an amazing day. That's it. It shows you have emotional control, it's respectful, and it's classy. People really respect someone who can handle a no without even flinching. And that really brings us to our final thought here. A question I want to leave you with. What if you went into every single interaction with this as your only goal? Not to get a number, not to get a date, not to impress anyone, but just to make a simple human connection. If you can make that one little shift, trust me, absolutely everything changes.